One of the most cinematic fights in Dark Souls 3 is Slave Knight Gael. Through trial and error, learning moves, failing, getting back up, and failing again, you finally achieve victory over Gael. With his boss soul, you can give it to Ludless to transpose into Gael's greatsword. His greatsword looks like a broken, red, rusted version of the Executioner's greatsword, but it is so much more fun to use. The weapon skill has two versions, the R1 version where you spin around. They both start the same. And then the R2 version where you jump backwards and sometimes out of the way of attacks and then lunge forward. With Gundyr now down, I go to Firelink to pick up the ring and teach the Swordmaster about Isaac Newton and his findings. And with that, I pump the stats to 19 strength and 13 dex, which are the stats needed to wield the sword. And then, after killing Sonic here, I get his Titanite scale and have it +1 already in time for High Wall of Lothric. Ready. I actually got lucky here and found the symbol of avarice, which is pretty rare. I used it one time, I think, but it's still cool. After picking up those few things, I went to Vort, who looks kind of odd with this shader on, but the shader kind of makes things look off a bit. But I just spanked him until he died. In the Undead Settlement, I pick up York, who I actually use for this run because it is thematically appropriate. And then I pick up the same things as usual from Undead Settlement. Then, after getting my Vigor to 16 and my Strength to 30, I decided it was time for an early dancer. The two-handed R1 is a vertical slash, which is just brilliant for hitting the dancer's head and getting a riposte. The reason I fought Dancer early was for all of the Titanite scales found after. Though I did need a few more, and they would be found after Osiris. So after leveling up my weapon to +3, I went to go fight Osiris. During the phase 2 of this fight, he will do his swipe combo, and right after that he'll do a charge, but since he was in this area by the door, there wasn't much room for him to charge, so he would swipe and then charge and turn around pretty much right in front of me. And then he did that like 4 times in a row, so just easy damage. After Osiris, I got some more scales, but I was one short of a +4. so that's unfortunate. And then Champion Gundyr was, well, Champion Gundyr, I guess. The reason I fought him was for the Hornet Ring, but what I forgot, again, is that it doesn't spawn until after the Abyss Watchers. I don't know why that happens, or if there's like a lore reason or something, but it just doesn't show up until you beat the Abyss Watchers. Next, I sort of felt like doing the game bosses just in order. And, well, for sure, Greatwood, it was so easy. This popped everything in 1 to 2 hits. It wasn't even difficult. Then I remember that you can drop the Blacksmith Hammer for the scale I'm missing, and I can drop the Coiled Sword Fragment for a slab, which gets me to +5 already. With the +5 weapon, I decide against Dancer and go to set up the Piss Watchers. But first, I teach more NPCs about gravity. Now, there's a reason I'm doing the Piss Washers before Crystal Sage, and I was kind of worried about damage at first, but then I did 1 hit, and there's nothing to be worried about at all. This weapon is insane. I did get a little greedy at the end, but it worked out because I'm good at this game. I calculated that for sure. Now the Hornet Ring is here. I still don't know why. If you know, comment and tell me, because I don't know.
Well, farewell.
The reason for the Hornet Ring is because I wanted to parry Crystal Sage, and 2/3 of Crystal Sage's health, and then a heavy attack, and that's it. Not even a chance to teleport away, make clones, nothing. Just dead, like that. And if you're ever having any doubts on if this is a good weapon, which I don't know why you would have doubts about it, I'm just going to kill a few NPCs here and show you. The deacons were, well, the deacons, they went down in 1 shot. Bigger ones took 2, but overall very easy. And the backstab, a lot of damage. Volnir was the same as always, but I've never seen him do this before. Immediately, he summoned skeletons. I've never seen that happen before. Now I put down this dog for the Pontiff's right eye, which I thought would be good. I didn't really use it. I didn't find it that useful for this weapon. It's just barely too slow. This needs to stop happening. Yay. Alright. Stop it. What are you doing? What? Why? What? What are you doing? Alright. Got him. Where are you going? Well, there goes his winning streak. I guess it's, Fireblade won this time. Good for him. I did get quite lucky with some hitboxes in this fight. The weapon skill brought me forward enough to miss a few of his catch flame attacks, which was pretty cool. This was one of those fights that the shader, it's a dark arena with a bright boss, and that just seems to really mess with it, and I just can't tell what's happening. Other than that, the shader's really cool. And then from one fire boss to the next. My good friend Sigurd, I was forced to end Yorm's life. Sigurd was supposed to come help me, but he may or may not still be stuck in a well. And I definitely didn't forget about him. At all. With only 2 Lord Souls left, I decided to go for the closer one first. Because I had to. Oh, oops, sorry. Got a little distracted. For these last few weapon runs, I've been able to leave in the entire Pontiff fight because look at that. Like, he's just dead. See what they have to do to mimic a fraction of my power. Poor Aldrich. To have to fight me. He's so slimy. And on fire. Bye. Dragon Slayer Armor was a really fun fight. It got really close at the end, specifically because the Pilgrims decided it'd be really fun to shoot a dang machine gun at me. And I thought I was gonna die, I just had to fight him again, which wouldn't be too bad, but I got lucky. No, not luck. Skill. And I won. In case you didn't know, if you end first phase about right here, it will glitch out phase 2 and he won't move until after you hit him with an attack. So it gives you time to heal, buff, anything like that.
Take it. Touch it.
Before searching for my painter, I realized that there was still a king I had to find up high in the clouds. When I was recording this bit, when I fought the wyvern, I really didn't feel like running through everything because it's just annoying. So I decided to just fight him on the ground, which isn't that bad. When he does, if you don't know, you just go to the staircase to the side here, and then when he does his head swipes, you just dodge through them and attack, and then step back. And then if he does a fire attack, then you just step forward and attack. And then if he does where he flies up and shoots fire down, you just walk back and then walk forward again. And you just repeat until he dies. It's really not that bad. Also, there is a way I think you could jump off the edge of the stairs or something like that when he does a fire attack and it'll do a plunging attack on him. I don't really know. I tried it before, but I couldn't get it. After ringing his doorbell, I found the king, who has gone hollow. He no longer recognized me. I wished for his aid in my search for the dark soul, but now I see that it's not a possibility, and I need to cut him down. In the first DLC, Gravetender was Gravetender. I just parried him, and he died. And he got really stun locked by my R1 combo. It was pretty crazy. And then Doggo was Doggo. Until it was doggone. Get it? I found Wilhelm, who had trapped my painter. So I had to get rid of him to destroy some books and then free the painter.
I believe that the
Sister Freed was the same as always. You just backstab her to death. That's it. That's all there was to it. With not being able to use Estus, I don't usually use extra heals other than maybe the occasional Ember. But specifically this fight, I have to be very, very patient and bait out the backstabs, and that's the only time I can really get damage in. I definitely did not fail this. Twice. First try. Oh yeah, also I have 10 health. The Demon Princes were difficult like always, but also really fun. It's probably one of the best duo fights I've ever had. I just fight whichever one is active, and then if both are active, I wait until one isn't active anymore, and then fight the active one, because it's easier that way. Usually I can end up getting the right one down first. Usually. The Demon Prince was even easier because there's only one of him, and you basically wait for the laser and just a few other attacks, or walk under his legs, and you can just keep attacking. And there was a lot of staggers. It's just a great weapon. In the Ring City, this happens. Then if you're wondering how to get through here, best just watch the route I take here. It's the quickest way through, and you won't get lost. I hope. After navigating my way through, I came across Madeir, who was in my way. I didn't appreciate that. Since I was still a little mad at him for showing up on the bridge, I decided to go down and meet him. And that is some really good damage. Oh yeah, also, I no-hit him. I was just that mad at him. What an easy game. I don't know when people say this game's hard, I just don't get it. Strategy for Half-Light is backstab Ian's, and then 2 swipes will get him down. And then when he comes out, specifically the bow is best to attack him, because you can just dodge to the side. Kind of risky to parry, but It's fun, and I love slamming him on the ground. He deserves it. With Half-Light down, all that's left is Gael, but I decided Gael should be the last fight, which meant I had to go fight Soul Cinder. I didn't really realize this until this run, and I could be wrong, but he takes more damage in Phase 2, because I'm seeing some, like, chunkier health decreases here. But, I mean, still pretty easy. Near the end, he decided to do lightning a lot in a row. He did like 4 lightning attacks in a row, so that really chopped away his health. He stood no chance.
What? Still here? Hand it over, that thing, your dark soul. For my lady's painting.
After finding me alone at the end of time, all of the pygmies who were said to have held the Dark Soul dead. The me who isn't me attacks me. We seem to be on equal footing. Oh, we both died. Very cinematic end for this, by the way. I didn't really plan on it, but it was cool. And I went up to the painter. Here's the painter of the Dark Soul.
My thanks, Ashen One. With this will I paint a world. Please tell me thy name. I will name this painting after thee. I see. We are much alike. Then I will name this painting Ash. 'Twill be a cold, dark, and very gentle place. And one day it will make someone a goodly home.
Now, I just nap for eternity. Waiting.